Oh, yes.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Thank you. Good morning. Welcome back to the Positive Living Center here in Oakhurst, California. What a beautiful morning. I think spring has finally sprung, and it's gorgeous. Every morning I get up so early and enjoy my coffee and the quiet darkness of the morning. It's my favorite time of the day, just to do a little meditating and to say good morning to myself and to God at the same time. I think we all need that time sometimes. Welcome to everybody on Zoom. I see you joining us this morning. Anyone here for the first time this morning? We have our returning young. Yes, good to see you again. Thank you for coming back. Anyone else?
Been here once before.
Once before. Welcome back. Wonderful. This is the year of creating healthy lifestyles. As I clear my throat. The topics include our, of course, physical, mental, and spiritual health. And our themes with this are coordination, courage, and kindness for the month of May. This is our healing service today. This is the one I look forward to each and every month. It gives us a time, and just a little while we'll get together and do some healing prayers for others, and as we do for ourselves as well. So that's always wonderful. How about we do a little meditation to start this service? Let Cheyenne start us off with a little music. Good morning, Cheyenne.
Good morning.
Let's get settled in, shall we? And close our eyes. Let everything go that you've got on your mind to do today, and just be here and be still now, physically, mentally, and spiritually.
This song by Ayla Schaefer is about the eagle and the condor bringing us medicine on the wings of light to help us go forward on our path and to be illuminated within and to be healed. So just listen and let yourself go to that place where you can connect to the healing and the light that you need. Llévame con tus alas de luz, águila, tráenos medicina del viento, del agua, de las estrellas, del sol, brillando y guía mi camino. Llévame con tus alas de luz, águila, tráenos medicina del viento, del agua, de las estrellas, del sol, brillando, me guía mi camino. Cura, 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 me sana todo lo que yo llevo. Agradezco por mi vida, Pachamama, yo te amo. Cura, 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 me sana todo lo que yo llevo. Agradezco por mi vida, Pachamama, yo te amo. Oh, 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 llévame con tus alas de amor, condorcito, tráenos medicina cielo, ilumina mi interior. Volando, enseña mi camino. Cura, 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 me sana todo lo que yo llevo. Agradezco por mi vida, Pachamama, yo te amo. Cura, 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 me sana todo lo que yo llevo. Agradezco por mi vida, Pachamama, yo te amo. Vuela con el viento, vuela con el viento, vuela con el viento, vuela con el viento.
The music permeates the room, permeates our bodies, our mind and soul. We are here on this planet on purpose, to live, love, and share with each other, and through all of those that we meet. Let us be the example of kindness. As we give it, we receive it. And so it is. Welcome back. Wasn't that music lovely? I don't know where it took you, but wherever it was, I'm sure it was blissful. Thank you for that, Cheyenne.
You're welcome.
Beautiful. It's time for our spiritual thought, and I'd like to introduce Reverend Brenda Negley. Here she comes now. Let's give her some love, huh? Good morning, Brenda. See, I think you're going to be the bottom tier on this camera.
Definitely.
I'll help you with it. You got enough on your mind. Okay. There we go.
Okay, thank you.
And you bring your mic on.
Oh, yes. Hello, everyone.
Good morning.
I was sitting back there in meditation and I was thinking of my grandparents. This would have been their anniversary today. And they got married in 1945. So I'm carrying them with me today as I actually will be mentioning them in my talk today. So, all right, here we go. Today, I will be discussing courage. Having courage regarding a new project I'm working on and knowing the risks are 100% worth it. This undertaking requires that I share with the public what other communities and Sequoia and Redwood Groves affected by fire or the threat of fire are dealing with, what they are planning, what they are doing, what do they need, and what they want others to know. So how does this interest in learning more about preservation of communities and these the big trees begin? For me, it began around 1970, when I was old enough to spend half my summers in Elder Grove with my grandparents. They were the campground hosts in Elder Grove for 25 years. After they passed, I wrote an extensive book, Elder Grove of Giant Sequoias, A Granddaughter's Stories, to share the history before it is lost. Like my grandparents, I too was a volunteer campground host in Elder Grove. For me, it was 8 years. And I also started a nonprofit to continue the legacy. The overall time I have spent in Elder Grove, I believe, is more than anyone else currently living. The memories I carry with me remind me of its past and what it used to look like, the changes it has experienced, enough to know that its current condition needs loving care to ensure that it is here for generations. Unfortunately, in 2017, the railroad fire burned through 2/3 of the Grove. And about 18 months ago, I got the official number of how many of our mature sequoias didn't make it, 39. Historically, we had 299 mature sequoias, and now we have only 60 left. I was devastated. I began to interview many people in our local area to get their input on what has been done, what hasn't been done, and figure out what I can do to make a difference. I've been writing an article for some time and look forward to having it published soon. It is taking me much longer than I had expected because individuals kept getting added to my list for interviews. Learning about the challenges we have in our neck of the woods, how fire has affected our community, and what we hope to accomplish in our area, I realized that wasn't enough. I wanted to learn more. The devastation in Elder Grove created a desire to bring public awareness to not only our area, but to others as well. This led to my new project, the Tree Witness. That's me. The goal is to travel to these areas, interview individuals that can tell me their stories, learn about what they are doing for prevention, and discover their challenges. This project comes with challenges of my own. Yet I have the courage and the knowing that it will all work out. I am determined to make this work. The fortitude to continue regardless of difficulties that may arise, and the endurance to learn how to create educational and inspiring videos I will be sharing with the public. The Tree Witness means I will be witness to what is happening and will be able to speak the truth. By doing so, I will be taking risks. And yet, if I don't do that, then I am canceling out everything I believe in. So I continue to move forward. The financial risks are also a part of moving forward. And knowing that finding like minds and those that will support me will come forward will make this venture extra special as my belief that the universe is working for me and our future. If I do not take risks, and if I don't take the opportunity, I'm just talking about it. It is like the triangle, the base of the idea, the concept, the deep dedication, and the follow through of those ideas that when balanced becomes the physical manifestation, the material presence of the ideas. That is the triangle of balance in what I do. Sometimes I have to ask myself, am I in balance? What is missing in the triangle of manifestation? So that I can recognize what is missing. And then how do I connect all of these angles together to help me to continue to create? I think a lot of it is the inner spiritual awakening of what is important to myself and the world. I follow this up with a phrase similar to this. Creator, use me. I dedicate myself. I am your tool. Help me to be in the right place at the right time to get all these things accomplished and more than I can imagine. With this all said, in the future, you may all be missing me from time to time as I am incredibly involved in this mission to connect the dots. I will be out and about welcoming people with a kind smile and then listen to them as they tell me their stories that they gifted me with to share with others. The world is all collaboration. So when you look at the trees, may your thoughts support me in my journey as the Tree Witness. Aho.
Beautiful. Thank you, Reverend. Brenda is very, very engaged and active in our community, as she is here at the PLC. She is an amazing, amazing person who gets so many things done. There we go. She makes me think about John and I were talking this morning, Big John back there, and talking about when we sit still in the forest, just sit and look out, that the entire forest comes alive, doesn't it? You start seeing all the creatures that you didn't see 30 seconds ago. Because when you get still and just open your eyes and mind, everything comes alive around us. Everything. Beautiful. Thank you so much, Reverend. Beautiful. We have some music now by Cheyenne. It's Cheyenne Hernandez. Let's give her some love, please.
I'd like to do a song by Brenda McMorrow for you guys right now. Let me do this again. I am in love with love, and love is in love with me. My body is in love with the soul, and my soul is in love with my body. I open my arms to love, and love embrace me like a lover, like a lover. J Rod, hey Rod, hey Rod, hey. 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 J Rod, hey. J Rod, hey. J Rod, hey. J Rod, hey. I am in love with love, and love is in love with me. My body is in love with the soul, and my soul is in love with my body. I open my arms to love, and love embrace me like a lover, like a lover. J Rod, hey Rod, hey Rod, hey. 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 J Rod, hey. J Rod, hey. J Rod, hey. J Rod, hey. I am in love with love, my soul is in love with my body. I open the arms to love, and love embrace me like a lover, like a lover. J Rod, hey Rod, hey Rod, hey. 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 J Rod, hey. J Rod, hey. J Rod, hey. J Rod, hey.
Thank you, Cheyenne. Beautiful. Oh, that kind of music just sends me places, doesn't it for you? You just kind of feel yourself disappear or something. It was wonderful. Very soft and easy music. I love it. It is time for our main speaker this morning, and that person is Reverend Lj Bull. Good morning.
Thank you. Good morning. So happy to be here with you. I want to raise my arms wide like that song says and embrace, embrace, embrace. And feel that presence. Camera lower, camera, okay, camera higher, camera lower, camera better. Oh, the hug. The hug. Well, we are here. We are here. It may feel like we're here again, and in many ways we are. But we are here in an original moment. We are here in a once in a lifetime moment. We will never be configured exactly this way again. I feel the blessing of that once in a lifetime. I feel it in the mountains. I feel it the way it is here in the mountains versus when I was living in the city, the valley. I recognized that they were brand new days down there too. It was a new day. It was a once in a lifetime moment, but it didn't feel as fresh and new as it does in the mountains. I really feel it here. I see the changes, the squirrels and their behaviors, the birds and their behaviors between one day and the next. The foxes, as they show up, and Joe goes, "Do you hear that? That's a fox." I feel it. I feel it in Cheyenne's music. I feel it in Brenda's talk. This one moment in time. Isn't it interesting that we can go to all these different dimensions within ourselves? And we didn't make that. We didn't design it. They didn't, I always jokingly say, they didn't call me into that meeting. And it's good, they didn't. It's wonderful that we have all these dimensions within us. I have a little surprise for you at the end of the talk. And we have the healing circle. Last week, during the spiritual thought that I gave, my topic was spirit coordinates us all. And coordinates as in meaning that it brings to order. our Sunday experiences and our lives. I was already feeling it in Brenda's talk. I was already feeling it in Cheyenne's music. I was already feeling that we have been brought together, even though we didn't call each other and check and see what we were going to be doing. I also mentioned that there was a situation that happened the week before my spiritual thought. And I mentioned that it was bring you to your knees a little bit. I was frustrated. I was impatient in those feelings that I was experiencing. I was also feeling overwhelmed, scared. And just to give you a little bit of it, if you weren't here then, is that my office manager of nearly 20 years was retiring. In fact, I was 2 weeks into her retirement. She's still there on Thursdays, but not Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday anymore. And I was missing the closeness as well. I didn't realize it at the time, but I think I was mourning. I was mourning the closeness that we had shared all those years together, and pretty great coordination, pretty great. And I was in the 4th week of creating a new relationship with a person who said yes to take her place in the job that was at hand. And eventually pretty committed to taking my place. And we were in the beginning, and it was, as we have come to say, he and I, this young man and I, we have come to call it our bumpy moment. These are our bumpy moments. And at the time, I was just so shaken. But now we're moving through the bumpy moments, and our lightness of being has returned. Love that. And love the bumpy moments, because there was a lot of coordination that was occurring in that, where we were coming into how we're going to work together, how we're going to do it. And with that said, I remember Esther Hicks and Abraham Hicks mentioning that that's how contrast serves us when we have the bumpy moments. It serves us. It lets us know what we're not quite embracing, maybe ready to let go of, maybe don't like, maybe don't want, but it points us to what we do like, what we do want, what we are ready for. And it's a leap off point. Those contrast moments are leap off points. Our feelings, in addition to being magnificent expressions of life and love and peace and kindness, they can act as a compass. At least it feels that way for me. They can redirect me. My feelings can tell me honestly what I'm feeling, what I'm going through, where I find myself in that moment, what my thoughts are toward how things are in my life at this exact moment. And from that, it points me to what is next yet to be. Now, Esther also commented that humans can sometimes get a little stuck in the contrast moment. We can get to where we hang out with it for quite a while, and maybe even build a tent there, camp out for a while. We can, and we all know this, we can go into blame sometimes, we can go into fault finding, we can go into judgment, we can go into a lot of things hanging out in that contrast moment. But we can also use it as a springboard. We can also use it as a leap off point, and we can also use it as a clarifier, pulling us to that next yet to be. Because we, my friends, are creative. We may not be creative like Cheyenne's creative, but we are creative in our own ways. We are constant. We can't shut it off. what we think and feel and sense and know at the core of our being has to be revealed. It has to come out as us. I have a girlfriend, she said, I'm going to go ahead and get to the beach because I've gotten so tired of myself. But when she went to the beach, guess where she was? With the same person she was tired of. And we all go through those moments. Every one of us. Now, I'm not inside you, so I am making an assumption there. And I usually say it at work, don't assume, it only gets us into trouble. But you tell me if it's otherwise for you, because I want to hear it. I want to hear how it is for you. As much as I love sharing what I get to pick up from this teaching, this magnificent teaching that we are in. And how these contrast moments and how these leap off points and how this next yet to be happen for you. I am reminded that the young man that is working with me now, he and I were having lunch together. And while we were having lunch, we mentioned Easter and we mentioned Mother's Day. And he goes, Easter, I bet you guys were full. And I go, our community's not as full on the big Christian holidays as you might think. And he goes, really? And I said, yeah. I said, our community honors so many traditions, and that each of us has a tradition that really speaks to us, from Judaism, Taoism, Christianity, Buddhism, Christianity, even Islam. There's so many that we are willing to look at and hang out with and learn from, that I love that we pick up universal truths, and I love that we pick them up in the way that fits for each of us. I am so grateful for New Thought. I'm so grateful for the Positive Living Center. I'm so grateful for this community. I'm looking at your faces out there and I just love you. And I'm not the one that most people look at and go, oh, she's so loving, is how I've taken it from my childhood. I didn't think of myself as the one that was so loving, because I thought so loving had to look a particular way. I am way off script, you guys. Just so way off script. Let's go with what Ernest Holmes says in the SOM Science of Mind textbook, page 219. We are probably on the verge of a great spiritual awakening. Somehow there must come to each individual an interior conviction we are one with the universe, and that the spirit flows through us at the level of our recognition, our embodiment of it. For this is the way, the truth, and the life. And in my heart, being in this community, being in this teaching, I've come to accept that we are already all God. Not in the ways that causes blasphemous feelings and thoughts and views, in the way that says all potential and possibility. This is Angelo now. It's simple. All the potential and possibility that we are is superior to anything, any situation we could ever experience. It's that simple. We already are the potential and the possibility. And yes, it shows up as each of us believes. Doesn't get much better than that. We've all been through contrast moments, lots of them. We've been through contrast moments, maybe because of COVID quarantine, maybe because of concerns about COVID, maybe because our friends have moved, maybe we've lost family, maybe an injury or an illness. Maybe we're not talking to each other as much as we used to. because of our handy dandy technology. For me, yes, we can convey information, but there's a whole feeling nature of connection that happens when we're in close proximity that I am immensely grateful for. So what are moments that are contrast moments pointing us to? Each of us knows our own sweet spot of how much connection nourishes us, whether it be with old friends or opportunity to make new friends. We know what feels right to us. And yes, that may be a shifting sweet spot, depending on what season we find ourselves in. We might want more solitude, we might want more activity, and we can follow that guidance. Each of us is able to respond for the benefit of not only ourselves, but for everyone around us. Because when we're centered, when we know we're whole, when we know we're okay, we give that away. There's a song, it was during a music symposium. It's got some powerful words to it. It says, when there is no vision, the people perish. When there is no vision, the people die. Trust your heart vision. Trust your dream. Keep the light in your eye. In an atmosphere of kindness and love and respect, our internal talk and our external talk come into harmony with the vision we keep in our eye. Emma Curtis Hopkins says in her 12 lessons, lesson 4, understanding that soul, mind, spirit, will are all names used by metaphysicians to express their estimate of the being whose presence we all call the capital S self. When one calls God by the name soul, he is full of loving kindness and warmth. To that one, God is life. When a metaphysician speaks of God as spirit, she is free and unburdened. To her, God is freedom from the clothing we call flesh. When one calls God mind or intelligence, he is clothed with knowledge. We are astonished at his right knowledge, his memory, his understanding, his judgment spring forth through every moment, word, and look. When one calls God substance, there is a substantial quality about her character, possessions, words. When one calls God omnipresence, he has fitted himself to diffuse and spread himself through the universe. When one calls God omnipotence, she feels her own powerfulness. When one calls God omniscience, one shows forth great wisdom. Of course, we are bringing our unique vision to this life in kindness, with courage and bravery, as spirit coordinates our activities to the level of our understanding. Namaste, everyone. Now for the surprise. My angels, please come up. We're going to have 6, 7 angels here. Reverend Sandy is going to be giving an angel watch to everyone on Zoom. And 6 of us, Joe, that's you too, love. 6 of us, we practiced already. 6 of us are going to do set up a car wash, but it's an angel wash. And so anyone who is wanting to come up, because my heart's desire is that we feel a little bit of that touch in a safe way, safe environment, energy from our hands, light touch if you're willing, that you would walk through and we would go ahead and be the angel wash to your spirit, with your spirit. And so just come up, we probably need to follow Cheyenne and,
Turn it around so they can see what.
oh, yes, and we'll get to witness this.
Do I like walk through?
Yes, sweetie. And in fact,
Slowly.
I was going to ask you, Cheyenne, if you'll start from the other side, just so, oh, we've got some feedback. Okay,
And
We're
we will
good.
send it back through Zoom back to you also.
wonderful. Now, can you see this yet? Or
Yes.
Okay, let me, one moment. I'm going to make sure is that better?
Missy,
There we go.
you're echoing.
Okay. And just walk slowly on through. So you know that's done. And you're going to get more. There's more angel washing coming on.
Now, as you settle down, take this into you. Take it deep within you, these moments, these feelings, this healing. I accept my healing now. I accept my healing now. I accept my healing now. I am healed and I give thanks. I am healed and I give thanks. I am healed and I give thanks. Miracles are happening in my life with my healings. Miracles just falling out and blessing me over and over and over. The love that we are, the love that we share, the love that we gift heals each of us. Accept the beauty that LJ brought to us with this today. Know that this can be yours 24/7. You just have to accept it. And as you slowly come back into your body and become aware of my voice in the room again, take some deep breaths and ground yourself, because I'm sure everyone went out very far. So make sure you're grounded and in safety. And let's give thanks for all that is ours, and so it is. Amen.
Or is that gonna cover it? Okay,
Yeah.
good.
We're good.
Thank you, Reverend Smith. Thank you, Reverend Luana. That was wonderful. It was wonderful to feel the human touch of each angel out there. It was beautiful. It's time for our offertory, and I'd like to have a couple of volunteers come forward to help me with that, please. Don't be shy. Don't only come up there one time. There's one. I get one more. I got one more coming. Let's do our offertory statement together, please. Divine love flowing through me blesses and increases all that I give and all that I receive. Thank you. Thank you to my volunteers. And those on Zoom, I believe the information is available to them. Yes, Missy has that information available as to how people can donate through Zoom. And also on the iFocus email that Luana sends out each week. If you're not signed up on our iFocus email, see Luana after service and she can get you signed up immediately. You can receive information about the PLC each and every week. It gives you direction on how you can donate through the iFocus mail, as well as sending checks to our PO box here in Oakhurst. Thank you for all that you give for this fabulous center. Thank you, dear.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Any announcements this morning? Yes, Reverend.
We had a great drum circle last night.
Wonderful.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
It's the second Saturday of every month. John Lalonde has a flute circle at 2, and at 3 o'clock we start setting up for the drum circle, and it's from 4 to 5. And I just wanted to let everyone know the beat goes on.
The beat goes on. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you and John Lalonde for all you do for those. Any other announcements? Cheyenne, come on up here.
Okay, I would just like to announce that my friend Jeff Kyle passed away. Many of you know him because he played music with me here.
Yes.
He had cancer all throughout his body, and he passed away, I think it was about a week ago. But he's having a memorial. His dad is having a memorial on their property. So if anyone's interested in attending, just let me know and I can give you the information.
Thank you, Cheyenne. Blessings to you, friend. Blessings. Any other announcements? Very well.
Actually,
Yes, Barney?
Well, a really wonderful person in our community has left us a few months ago. Kaz Kuznetsov. He was a contractor who built a lot of buildings in this town. He was a good man, and we're going to have a little celebration of life for him today at 1 o'clock at the Queen's Inn. And everyone who's enjoyed the Teal building on 426, especially, was one of the buildings that he did, that whole complex, he built that, several other things. But if you just enjoyed that beautiful addition to this community, come on by and just say hi to Kaz.
At 1 o'clock at the Queen's Inn?
Queen's Inn.
Thank you so much.
It'd be lovely to have you guys there.
Thank you. Thank you. Next week's speaker is Reverend Kim Haley. And I also want to remind everyone that prayer requests today and throughout the week, all practitioners and ministers are available to us always. And if you would like a prayer partner to assist you in healing, contact me, Joe Bull, and I will send out the requests of the entire prayer team. And I get a lot of prayer requests each week, and I'm getting some fabulous positive responses from those who receive those prayers. So your prayers are heard and are healing, very positive through God's Spirit. Thank you. Let's do the prayer protection, shall we? Right in front of your seats, you'll see a card like this, and it's got the words right there for you. If you'll join me, please. The light of God surrounds me. The love of God enfolds me. The power of God protects me. The presence of God watches over me. The energy of God is me. Wherever I am, God is, and all is well. Cheyenne, you have one more song you'd like to do for us?
I have to sing along.
A sing-along.
Yeah.
Imagine me and you, I do. I think about you day and night. It's only right to think about the girl you love and hold her tight, so happy together. If I should grow up and lost a dime, and you'd say you'd belong to me, and ease my mind, imagine how the world would be so very fine, so happy together. I can't see me loving nobody but you for all my life. When you're with me, baby, the skies will be blue for all my life. Me and you and me, no matter how we toss the dice, it had to be. The only one for me is you, and you for me, so happy together. I can't see me loving nobody but you for all my life. When you're with me, baby, the skies will be blue for all my life. And you and me, no matter how they toss the dice, it had to be. The only one for me is you, and you for me, so happy together. They toss the dice, it had to be. The only one for me is you, and you for me, so happy together, so happy together. How is the weather? So happy together, good, so happy together. so happy together. We're happy together. So happy together. Yay, good job.
I knew we had more musicians out there. Thank you so
That
much.
was nice singing, guys.
That's a great song. It's going to be in my head the rest of the day. Wonderful. Reverend Sandy, you come up and pray us out, please.
Boy, that takes me way back. Was that the Living Spoonful?
The turtles?
Turtles. Yeah. Makes me think of Ed Sullivan again and all the people that were on there.
It's a hard song to sing because there's so many cool harmonies and you want to do them all at the same time.
Helps when you have multiple personalities, right? Oh, God, it's been a great day. I'm having trouble getting back in the body and staying there. But just take this healing that we had today forth with you, knowing the love of the divine is in you, merging with you, your energies coming through your mouth, your eyes, everywhere you go, we radiate this. So go out today with a smile and the sun and just radiate and radiate and radiate. For the world is a better, more loving, glorious place because we're all here. So smile, radiate, and have a great Sunday. Thank you.
Have a great week, you guys. God bless. We'll see you next Sunday.